Hey, what is going on, guys? You're here from Maji and Jay. Today coming with another home gadget review, and this one is called the Pin Genie Smart Lock. They have recently renamed this product. It is called Lockly Smart Lock, but it's exactly the same product. So it is $199 for the Bluetooth version. If you guys want it with a fingerprint scanner as well, then that one is about $249. Of course, all the links have been provided below, so that way you guys can check them out and determine if the fingerprint is really worth it or not. In my personal opinion, I think it is, because having the fingerprint makes it a whole lot easier to unlock your home. So anyways, guys, as you can see here from the front side, it is a very nice design and looks very futuristic. The cool part is that, well, what you see here is exactly what we have inside of the box, so there's no gimmicks. The product is very well made, and here from the side of the box we can see some of the advantages of having a smart lock in your home, which is the reason as to why I accepted this product for review. And I've been testing it now for the past, I would say, 3 weeks or so, and I'm really impressed with the quality of this little smart lock right here. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and open the box so that way we can check the contents inside. And here we find the manuals. We have a sketch for installation, we have a quick start guide as well, and so on and so forth. Then here we have the front side of the lock, and this will be very easy to install on pretty much any door, especially if you have an existing door lock. It is almost the same installation style, except that now we have a wire that needs to be ran, and that's pretty much it, guys. So this bolt right here is optional. You can take it off. You don't need to drill your door. At first I didn't know it was removable, and I almost drilled my door, and that's not great, because then you will be stuck with this lock, and if you remove it, then you're gonna have that hole in your door permanently. So being removable is definitely great. So here we have again the front side of the lock. We have the touchscreen right here in the front. Then here we have so that we can insert our keys and still use it as a normal lock as well, which is really nice. So next here we have the inner part of the smart lock, and this one carries the main board as well. And here you guys can see it. This piece is detachable, so that way you can insert your batteries. Of course, I have this already programmed, so that's why I left my batteries on there, and I'll be explaining exactly how to program it in just a second. So after this, guys, we get the bracket, which goes on the inner side of the door as well. This is so that you can hold in place this piece, and then this piece goes attached to the bracket like so. I'll be explaining it in just a moment. We have the die bolt. Okay, very similar to the one that you probably already have on your door. Nothing special here. It comes with some Energizer batteries, but I decided to go with Duracell. We have some double adhesive tape on here in case you guys don't want to use that bolt that I showed you before. We have these extra parts, and finally the screws for installation, and that's all we find inside of the box. So now that we know everything that comes inside of the box, let's go ahead and proceed with the installation of this smart lock, which only takes about 8 or 10 minutes approximately. And my old lock used to look like this, so this is quite standard. If you guys come from something similar to this, then the installation should take about, again, 8 or 10 minutes, super easy. And the manuals do provide a lot of great information, so as you guys can appreciate, they have included a whole bunch of pictures on how to install it, what to do and not to do, which is really awesome. They also included a sketch in case you guys want to drill on your door for that extra screw that comes here on the upper side of the lock, like so. I went ahead and removed it because I didn't find it necessary. This thing's very nice and rugged, and it has a very thick metal, so just using the screws that go here on the bottom side was enough for me, and I just decided to remove it and replace it here with the double adhesive tape. Again, very easy to do. So the first thing you want to do after removing your old lock is install the die bolt, and make sure that you read the sticker. This die goes up, insert it in, and install the 2 Phillips screws on the side. Right after you install the die bolt, the next step will be to install the front side of the door lock, which is the one with the touchscreen. Make sure that this pin here is vertical, insert it in, and run the wire underneath the die bolt, and make sure this bracket is in place, and hold it up against the door. At this point, I would recommend that you guys get a second body to hold it for you. Now, once you locate the bracket that goes on the inner side of the door, make sure that you align it properly with the lock itself, and find these 2 screws that came included with the whole kit, and run the wire on the lower side of this bracket like so. And once you do so, make sure that you pinch it on the lower side of it and then align it with the lock and insert the 2 screws. And now the last piece that we need to install on the smart lock is the main board. So for this, just grab the wire that is currently hanging on the inner side of the door lock. Make sure that you run it through this plastic piece. Attach it here to the back side of the board. It only goes one way, and this is how it should look. Lastly, ensure that this piece is pointing in a vertical position. These are your last 2 screw holes right here, and insert this pin inside the slot, again in a vertical position, and make sure that you align everything properly. Insert the 2 screws, make sure they're nice and tight, which are the ones included inside of the bag, and that's all you need to do to install the smart lock. So now that we got the installation out of the way, the next process will be to program the smart lock, which is really easy to do. As you guys can appreciate, we have a couple buttons around here. We have a program button, a reset button, a switch for auto lock if you have it enabled here, and finally we have 4 switches, which one of them is actually the first one on the very left is for the auto lock feature. I have it disabled because after every 30 seconds it'll lock again, which is really annoying. The next one we have is for alarm mode. This is in case somebody has tried numerous attempts to open your door, then it'll trigger an alarm, which is just a little beeping sound, and I don't see it necessary. It doesn't call 911, it doesn't call the fire department. So what's the reason to have this thing enabled? I really don't see it. So for that reason, I disabled it. The next one we have is the audio. I kept it on. And finally, the last one we have is pin crazy, which is basically, every time you enter your password, it'll change the pattern of the numbers. So that way nobody can copy that same pattern that you keep entering. In this case, it was confusing the kids a little bit, so I decided to disable it as well. And that's pretty much all we have here. So as you guys can appreciate, I decided to connect 3 batteries, as it does explain on the manuals, and the last one I left it for last. That's because when you're doing the programming, you can't install all the batteries. You need to hold and press the program key before installing that last battery. So you hold and press it, and now we insert the last one here, and now we went into programming mode. So once you have entered into programming mode, the way that I just showed you, all you need to do is click on the programming button once more, and you're going to click on where it says 180, and here you're going to enter your new password. So in my case, I'm going to use 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then you're going to click here on the white button on the middle side, and then you're going to repeat that process again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and confirm it. And now it's going to ask you to confirm the password. So again, we did 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's select yes, and now your passcode has been programmed. So now if I re-enter the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, it works. So the passcode has been programmed, and you can do multiple passcodes, and even from the application you can do it as well. So I'm going to teach you now how to pair it via Bluetooth with the application on your smartphone. So now that we have completed here the initial setup on the smart lock, the last process would be to download the application on your smartphone. In this case, I'm using iOS, but you can also do it on Android. And the application is called PinGenie Smart Lock. So basically after downloading it, we go ahead and open it. And here it's going to ask us to add a new device. So we're going to do exactly that. And then we have to select the product that we have, which is the one on the very top. Let's go ahead and skip this process for now. We don't need this. And let's go ahead and start connecting. And now it's trying to find the device. Let's go ahead and select continue. And here we have it. So it has read it as PGD 728. Let's go ahead and click on yes. Okay. And now here it's giving us a very important information. Inside of the manuals, you guys have the initial code that only you can have, because if you lose it, you will not be able to activate it again. So if you reset it and you lost that card, you won't be able to use it. So basically you need to trash it out. So that's why it's giving you this important note. So let's go ahead and select OK. In case you guys are curious, the card looks like this, and on here you have the initial code. you have to enter it here, and then it'll complete the parry mode. So now that we set up the initial code, now it's asking us to enter our own. In this case, I'm going to do something basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we need to confirm it here. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now it's connecting. And we have successfully connected here to the smart lock. So here you guys can see that it's giving us a congratulations screen. And now let's go ahead and start using the smart lock. So once everything has paired and it's all set to go, this is the page that you guys will see. And right now we are connected here via Bluetooth. If I tap on here, it'll go ahead and lock it. If I tap on it again, or actually that's the unlocking, now it's been locked. As you can appreciate, on the upper right hand side corner we have the battery indicator, which is really nice. We have here the history of when it was opened, at what time, and who opened it. You can add users with their own password, which is really neat as well. And lastly, we have here settings, which will allow you to change the access code, the alarm settings, time zone, or more settings. You can do the entire reset of the unit. And also you can upgrade their firmware. So now that we have completed the entire installation tutorial as well as the application setup, I gotta say that this is a really user-friendly product, and anybody out there can do it, guys. Even if you don't feel handy or you're not great with tools, like I said, the instructions are really easy to follow, so you can definitely get this done in no time. I think that the only cons about this product so far is the fact that they haven't added the built-in Wi-Fi function, which doesn't enable you to use the application anywhere that you go to, like on the Ring devices and many other gadgets that are available for your home that do connect to Wi-Fi. So that's the only cons. And that second, it doesn't connect to Alexa or any of those assistants that are available as well for your home. So for that reason, I gotta give it an 8 out of a 10. But when it comes to build quality and again the ease of use and how well it functions, I gotta give it a 10 out of a 10. It is a really nice smart lock, and I can recommend it to anybody out there, especially at this price point. Only $199 is a really nice price. And if you guys want the fingerprint function, which is going to make it a little bit easier for you to unlock it, then I would definitely suggest that you spend the extra $50 and you will thank me later. So with this being said, guys, let me know what you think on the comment section below about this little smart lock. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one.